And welcome back to Direwolf. Yep. Yeah. There you go. Okay, so Discord was muted. It should now be unmuted.
Yep.
Yeah. So I have a different camera on Roll20 than I do on the stream because.
Well, I meant not you, but that too. But what I see is not the main screen.
Yeah. So welcome back. Last session we had quite a bit of a cliffhanger. To put it mildly. So we can start off here this time. We have our usual guests. Oh, this is a bit slow for me. There you go. We have Christian.
Hello.
And we have Lisa.
Hiya.
And yeah, so we have a guest. Sorry. We do have Naz as well, sort of. I mean, he disappeared. So at the end of the session.
Jesus Christ.
So we don't actually know where he is.
Oh, I can't copy that. It's on the stream. I can't copy it.
It's well,
no,
it's
I can't
on the...
see it. No, because I am on the boat. I cannot see this.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry.
Yes, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you say on the boat. You just said you're on a different screen.
Yeah, on the
and
different
I thought, like, you have
I fixed it.
multiple-
Got your back. I got
Okay.
your back. I fixed
Go
it.
back.
Yeah, you can find it in the Discord.
Okay, thank you.
I did not understand what you meant at all, Celia.
Okay.
Anyway, welcome. Yeah, as I was saying, we also have a guest. We have the Ninth, who's here again, playing the dwarf Ronnie. Yeah, I'm presuming throughout this introduction, Rusk, that you've been doing a sound check.
Yeah, we need to all talk, and then I need to mute on Discord so I can hear what you guys how well it is in levels.
Okay.
So just start you guys talk, and I'm deafening.
So I am currently talking in the normal volume that I usually talk in. And what about you, Naz?
Nah, Nas is not talking.
No, Naz is not talking because his character has disappeared. But Celia, you talked, and that sounds good. How about you, Ninth?
I'm talking at roughly my normal volume. Am I audible?
Okay, cool. So then
Okay. Just to talk for myself, just so you get some. I speak either here or I speak over here. Varies a little bit. I think it impacts the sound.
All right, I'm testing myself right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. So me and Matthias are a bit too high. The rest are good.
Okay, that's good. Then
Just
you'll
reduce
have
it
to
by like
probably-
10%.
But I have to do that on Discord. Let's see.
It doesn't help that I have a terrible microphone, and so does Matthias apparently. So.
Yeah, I'll set you down a bit, and Matthias, kind of. Oh yeah, Matthias you have such a bad microphone that you are already at 160%. Because yeah, our experience with your microphone hasn't been pleasant. But yeah, welcome back. Who wants to give a recap? I think probably Christian is the best one.
Oh god damn it. Yeah, so
You did this to yourself.
So we did we went into a movie, Hellboy to be exact. Figured out that our American homies needed some help, so that we could get some help in turn. They told us about this particular mission that they've sent an agent out on. If we helped with that, we'd get help ourselves. So we're sent out to Oak Creek to investigate the rumors of disappearance and find the agent that had been working there, which is Ronnie. When we got there were a lot of traps that we didn't trick, apparently, which is good, and a lot of disappearing villagers. Everything was very creepy, to say the least. We found Agent. What's your actual code name?
Ronnie.
Is it Ronnie? Okay, Agent Ronnie.
I don't have a code name. I'm not special.
The
And,
Americans don't really have code names.
The Americans are the ones who made the code names up.
I know.
They're the narcissists that always have the fucking fancy code names.
Yep.
All right, and
Guess it depends.
yeah.
It would depend on the mission, but you would most likely be assigned a color, because the others there are often called, like Hellboy is called red, Abe is called
Yeah.
blue, and Liz is just Liz. So
True. Well, either way, found her, and she had been investigating alongside the ranger who had disappeared, Rip, and so had all of a sudden all her papers related to the event. We saw outside a creepy man holding a lantern, looking down onto the water, and a creepy fish person looked up with bulbous eyes. We all got Cthulhu flashbacks, and I was able to see that whatever that thing was heading into the island off the coast via the ethereal plane, I believe, and we took chase by the most fucking American thing ever, which is we summoned a fucking jet boat. Because apparently warlocks could do that.
It's awesome. Okay.
We found out had sentience. So all it needs now is like a Thomas the Tank Engine face on the front and shit like that. I'm gonna be like top. So we went into this island. There was an illusion that was covering like a thing. Like a cave entrance, and we started scouting through there and found some eggs and piles of bodies. Really freaking creepy. And well, shit happened, and Koatoa, is that what they were?
Yep.
Koatoa jumped out and attacked us. We dispatched them, but not before they summoned some eldritch fucking horror, like only Koatoans are to do. Because, you know, they can imagine gods, since that's not OP, and make them real. So we're currently trying to get the fuck out of there, because we can't really fight that. And then, of course, because Rask is apparently a suicidal destiny cuck, he really enjoys staring down the barrel of a gun of a fucking eldritch horror, and he touched some water and became gold. Yeah. I guess that's... And then while the others ran, but I'm guessing that's gonna be short-lived running.
Also,
But we'll
Naz teleported away with Patchy.
Oh, yeah,
and we don't know where that is.
Yeah, but of course I'm only telling this from the perspective of Rask, because you asked Christian to tell this. So this is all he knows, you know.
Really, Elias?
Yep.
Nice, that's from a Norwegian children's cartoon.
Pretty
Right, you're
fitting.
sending me links later. You realize this.
So yeah, that's where we are now.
That's not how the boat looks at all. I'm just want to correct that. That is not the thing that was summoned.
Sure.
But yeah, that's that. So
Hey.
cool. So yeah, straight into the action. I'm gonna drag you all over here, and then I'm going to throw up a initiative tracker.
All right, I can't see shit because I'm not there.
I don't. Spooked.
I'm currently in a similar situation. I can see the initiative tracker, but I don't have initiative, and my screen is black because I am also on a boat.
So you're on the DM's turn order. It's just you can only see pictures that is on the page you are on.
Yeah.
DM has its full overview.
Yep, I have the full overview, so I'll pay when it's quickly.
I mean, technically, we're looking into the cave entrance.
Yeah. Also, technically, you walked to the exit and went in again, and things are a bit confusing. So I am going to let you roll initiative. Again.
Okay, can you drag me out
just
so I can?
no, just do it in the normal. Just click your initiative on your character sheet, and I'll add it to the turn order.
Okay.
Christian and Naz.
Yeah, I thought I already had. Okay.
Oh,
Wait, Naz is getting an initiative.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course
he
I
might,
am.
he might be doing
Something has to happen.
We'll see.
I don't have a token, so I'm just gonna quickly drag one out.
You don't need one.
Yeah.
I have you on the initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
I
is
do.
going
I'm
to
just
be interesting.
doing it manually. You just
okay.
He'll edit you in
my
if
character
you
sheet
just click
from
normal.
the first start screen, and now I don't know where Naz is in the folder. I can't
okay,
find him.
I'll do it for you. Hang on.
Yeah. I did happen to find him though.
There we go. Some more fitting music for what we're doing right now.
Okay, so
Hopefully, don't get copyright striked for O Fortuna. That'd be an awful shame.
I don't think
I
it
got
goes
the
to
two
stream, does it?
Christians.
It does.
Yeah, it does. It's Discord. If it doesn't go to stream, neither do you.
It was a joke.
Anyways, intellect devours can't really do much, so it's a hidden thing, which I actually.
Remember, that motherfucker's got fairy fire on him. Still.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
But not
I
for
know.
long though, so you don't need to worry about it.
Did
honestly.
you add me into the thingy?
Lissa, 10.18 and Ronnie is 19.18. Yeah, I added you all.
Okay, I
Screen is
can
all
just not
black.
see myself. Okay.
Nope. So I have a hidden thing here. Let's see. Is there anything it wants to do?
Is it anything it wants to do? Oh dear.
No, there's nothing that happened. Yeah, actually it will. What level is your fair fire?
It is
Okay.
second.
Second. Because the
That was the only thing I had at that point.
why is
Yeah, the stream is all black.
yeah I know that's no characters it's viewing there.
Yeah.
What is going on? I have some strange bug with Roll20.
No.
Reload. No, it's like I have an N next to my paintbrush. For some reason I have two paintbrushes.
Oh, graphical glitch.
Yeah, and I have a magnifying glass next to the eye. And my cogwheels on the character sheets have become lightning bolts.
What?
Do you have notifications? True.
Really weird.
Yeah,
exactly,
just
but
refresh. Just refresh.
You might also want to do like a control, control Alt F5, which is or Alt F5.
yeah,
is
the
it?
clear cache refresh.
Yeah, clear cache.
Just
don't
reloading
clear all
it.
my cache.
Seems to have fixed it. Yeah, I just got paid yesterday. I don't want to clear my cache already.
Yeah. You already cleared it on the wall of spare.
Come
Though.
on.
I did.
Nice.
Okay, so one character sheet load. Okay, you know what? Ronnie, it's your turn. Not do anything.
I am having the same problem as Lissa with the whole.
Yeah,
I
you're just outside, so
thing.
it's your turn now, which means you will be walking in, I suppose, unless you're gonna run in terror.
I would like to walk in.
So we should probably explain like the situation she was in just preceding this event.
Yeah.
Just to kind of.
Okay, so I was attempting to leave and bring people with and convince the rest of the party to come with me, but then the other weird people from Europe decided that they were going to disappear. The other one ran back into the cave. So I really have some questions about Liz's friends.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I didn't run. I dramatically walked.
Yes, it's definitely what happened.
So yeah, you enter the cave. And it's your turn.
I do not have great feelings about this, but it's happening.
I'm gonna add vision to. Oh right, okay. I do have vision on Rask on the DM screen. It's just I had to
scroll
the map. I just thought like no, none of the players that can see. But yeah. So yeah, it's your turn, Lance.
So you come in and you see it like back turned to you. You see Rask but golden with this like rose crown, which is spicy.
That's one way of putting it. Did going into the cave use up like my movement for the turn, or
no, you're fine.
okay? Ask, what are you doing?
I turn back to you and say, I walk path destiny.
You were really chopped up there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Say it again.
Let me try that again. I walk the path of destiny.
That's better.
Or walking the path of destiny to where exactly?
He smiles like kind of with a cockish sideways glance at the big ass monster ahead of him. And then says, as he turns, readies himself by like loosening his shoulders, "You should leave. I'm doing this for you."
Okay, I'm going to advance to behind Frask. I'm not going to try and get in front of him. I'm going to try to attack the monster by myself, but no, not trying to move the map, trying to move my character.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Okay, so a second cue to like make my computer do what I want it to. No.
Shall I move the character for you?
That's good. If you could just get me right behind Rask, that would be great.
Like that?
Yes, and I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay. So the Morkov has a little icon on it. So Lissa obviously used stunning strike last.
Oh, you
round.
remembered.
Yeah. So then it's Lissa.
Lissa gonna go in. And as she's walking, she's using Cure Wounds on herself.
Yep. I'll move you to the right layer. Go.
Level 1. So I get 8 hit points back. past Half-Life. Okay. She's going to ready.
I will let you do that without casting a spell slot, without wasting a spell slot.
Ooh. And she's going to. She's grumbling something under her breath, which you can't hear. Looking between Vraska's back and the Great Monstrosity. And let's see here. She is. Okay, that's fine. She's going to stay where she is. And she is. Well, no, she didn't use her action to attack, so she can't use her second attack, but she's readying a couple of shurikens. Right, she's also going to move a little bit further so that she has the thing does not cover from her. There. And yeah, since she can't attack with shuriken, she's going to stay where she is.
Mm-hmm.
And keeping an eye on the situation. And she... No one is looking at her, so I'm not going to say anything else.
Okay. Next one. I want you to make a charisma save.
Me?
Yep.
I'm not good with charisma saves.
Just as I am not good with constitution.
What happens?
Where did I put DC?
Dude, 6 is not gonna save.
No, but I just I needed to find it anyway. So yeah, that happened quicker than I was expecting. I just need to open a tab.
Fuck, what's
Okay,
going on?
So roll me
Something
a D100.
Oof.
Indeed.
60.
60.
I don't know if rolling high or low is good for me, but it's like more or less in between, so
Where's it? Hey, there you go. Roll a D10.
Oh, fuck. 2.
So for 2 rounds, you will have to spend your action to attack the nearest creature.
Oh god.
That's
You have a madness effect.
Fun. Can I say anything now, or did I just get taken over?
You can still talk, but it's like you don't know you've been affected. You're just like
Okay, I don't know yet, so I'm not gonna say anything.
no, but it's not like your character would say like I've been affected by madness. I'm sorry, Ronnie.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Like, how would?
Yeah.
I'm just going mad. Okay.
Yeah, you're just going mad and like
Okay.
panicking and lashing out, and you probably see Ronnie as being corrupted by this horrible fish thing.
Okay.
If you end your turn next to her, because you have to use your action, you can still move first.
Oh, but didn't this happen after I finished my turn?
Yes, this happened at the end of your turn, but which means next
Yeah.
turn
Yep.
and the following turn, you can move and then punch, but you have to punch whatever's closest.
Okay.
So you can
You
still
have-
technically move up close to the baddie.
Yeah, it's not such a bad thing for you, but it's horrible for a ranged person because you have
Yep.
to get into melee range to attack the right person,
Yeah.
or stay
Okay.
back and attack the wrong person. So.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, that was your turn. Brask, it's your turn.
Right, so he kind of starts to slowly walk forwards a bit, and turns back and says, "You do not need to worry. Make your move. Run now, for I am not alone. Innocent souls of Oak Creek." And he puts his hands out and sort of closes his eyes. "Arise from these primal waters. Seek new vessels and arise anew. Bring beautiful violence upon this aberrant god. Cleanse this place of his filth and power. Taste of destiny lies this water. Awaken and take your place. The scene is set. Let's begin." And then I animate object on the fucking things around him, the ones like on his back. the like various bits of
It
rubbish.
was an epic speech, but that was a bit more than 6 seconds.
No, that
Yeah,
was 6
cast a
seconds.
spell.
I timed it.
That's the spell.
There you go. Here's also the somatic component of the spell. You see? No, the vocal. Aha. So I don't know how many pieces I can get, but I'm gonna. Yeah, there. Nice. Can you make? Because I can technically take one
It's
huge
crap.
one huge one, and one medium one. So can you make another medium one? Because it's 10 points, and a huge takes 8. Thank you. And I clench my fist and, as a bonus action, command them to attack. So I don't know if you've set that up in the tokens that they have, the attacks that they have. Otherwise, I'll just do the rolls in the roller. What do you think?
Oh yeah, you have to do it. I mean,
Just gonna
they go
set up some-
after your turn, don't they?
They go when I say bonus action. Use a bonus action.
Okay.
They don't have a turn.
Okay.
They defend themselves if I don't give a bonus action. So actually, let me just double check that. Yeah, command it. It makes immediately a bonus action. Yeah, slam attack. So let's see. The huge one first. The huge one has +8 to hit. So let's add a +8. Not a -8. But damn it. Here you go. Roll. Is 21 a hit?
21 is most likely a hit. Yes.
Then it does 2d12 damage +4. 16. And then the medium one is gonna hit, and that motherfucker's got +5. He misses.
Yeah.
So now, thankfully, the dice roller saves those rolls, so I don't have to type them again. Okay. And that is my turn. Oh, actually, he gets advantage. No, he doesn't get advantage because my fairy fire drops because of concentration. Because meh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'll just move his aura first. Go. And there you go. I want you to make a wisdom save.
Yeah. Good at those. Honestly, the only thing I'm good at is charisma and dexterity.
And a D100.
Is this against charmed or frightened? So I have advantage.
Against madness.
Why did he have to do wisdom and I had to do charisma?
Because it is wisdom or charisma, whichever is lowest.
Ah, oof.
That hurts.
Yep. I am gonna say, listen, I forgot to tell you earlier. Since you have a madness now,
Mhm.
as long as you have that, you have.
I
Yeah,
have.
no, never mind. Yeah, I was reading something wrong. It's my fault. If he is in line of sight, if you can see him, you were supposed to have disadvantage. But since you have a madness now, you no longer suffer the disadvantage because you're already affected. It can just get worse. But I forgot that on you, so that's a shame for me. Christian, you got a 31. Roll a d10. I'm gonna say just because of like, ooh, that's lucky. So your next turn, only your next turn, you are frightened and must use your action or movement to flee.
Okay.
Which, Her
And after that,
action
freaking
and
speech.
movement. Yeah.
No, that's strategically fitting.
Yeah.
No, you fight! Oh!
Fight for me, peasants! Run away!
Run away!
Like a true king.
Yeah. Brusk.
Yep.
You get in your earpiece. You get a lot of static. Because as I said, there's this bad signal here, but you do barely make out the voice of John Myers,
Mm-hmm.
who you can barely make it out, but you think you heard the word backup.
Ooh. Fitting.
Intellect of ours. There is one who can move, but he can only get that far because there's a wall of scrap in his way.
Yep.
And then it is my secret little one. So this tiny junk elemental seems to be confused, as it has two minds trying to control it, and
Oh,
so
shit.
it's going to make an attack against you. Christian.
You have made rolls for it.
Yeah, but mine have different stats because I had actually planned an encounter way before you told me that you were going to be making animating them. So you actually
doubt.
animated his creatures, but they are technically constructs. So I'm like, sure, that could be fun.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
These
So
are
you
way
think-
more powerful than mine.
Yeah, well, I had only planned to have one, but you were just like, no, I want two. And I'm like, okay. I will half its health though, because it is smaller.
But here's the question though. Does this mean that they have the same power level against the baddie as well if I manage to wrest them back again?
Yep. I will allow that. Ronnie, it is your turn.
Hey, that's not a great time to be a close range fighter.
Now is the best time to be a close range fighter. Because everything else is fucking hurting up in this bitch. And you're actually tanky.
Okay, yes, I am tanky, and that is good. Okay, so I'm going to try and get close to something I can hit.
That's good.
Okay.
What's going on?
I try to move my character, the bat moves.
I think you
Oh,
have
yeah,
the wrong. You have the
No,
pan view.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but I've had the same problem before as well, where I actually am on the right thing, and I'm moving both my character and the map at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So she probably has
It's
that bug.
right clicking. It's when you right click at the same time. I think if you have a do you have a touchpad? Is that it?
Yeah.
Click on your character and use your
Arrow
fucking
keys.
Arrow
Arrows,
keys. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, left click on the button and then you arrow key the character.
there you go.
Was that better?
Yes. Okay. I'm where I have to be. God-forsaken reason, I'm going to try and hit Cthulhu with a fucking spear.
Hey man, at least you're not trying to hit him on the junk of his back.
Okay, yeah, there's that. Can I use my superiority dice for this?
You probably want to attack
Just make sure
first
to hit them
because-
right in the junk.
Mm-hmm.
You probably want to attack first because superiority dice you choose to choose to use after you've made an attack, but before damage. So if
Okay,
you miss, there's
yeah.
no point in using it.
Okay. So,
I think that
That's a
hits.
hit. So yeah, so you
Yeah.
can go ahead and choose what kind of a superiority you want to use.
sorry, remind me, is there anything I need to do besides checking the superiority dice to use them?
Yeah, which one are you using? What are you trying to do?
Which of your maneuvers are you using?
Yeah, that's right. Maneuvers, sorry. I'm working on it,
The pushing one, or that could be good.
I think pushing attack.
Get us some breathing room.
Sounds like a plan. Alright, pushing attack.
9 damage.
Does that go?
And it's he makes a strength save, doesn't he?
Yep.
I need to?
No. He does. Against your DC. Which I'm gonna labor to guess is higher than 14.
Are you sure? Because fighters don't have a DC, like a default DC.
Well, the battle masters do, because
They
they're
use strength as a casting stat for like all mechanical analogies. They're a strength caster. They cast maneuvers instead of spells.
Yep.
DC stand for?
Oh, yeah,
I'm trying to
maneuvers,
find.
yeah. Maneuvers,
DC
yeah.
stands for difficulty check, and it's just a number that people has to roll higher for your effect to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And that's how far was the shove? 10 feet,
The
isn't it?
shove is
Attack. 15 feet. Oh.
Jeez. Whata! You just like yeeted a god.
yeah. Apparently. Okay, so does the fact that I yeeted a god maybe mean that the god will not drive me crazy now?
Nope.
I think that's the opposite. I think the fact that you just yeeted a god means like there's some problems with reality
bad
right
boy.
now.
Oh, you yeeted the god?
Yes.
Yeah, is that your turn?
You can also try to move closer to it, like chase
Well,
it.
Well, yeah, but she also has two enemies
Oh,
in
never
front
mind.
of her.
Yeah, not only that, but there's water.
The
here.
water, deep water.
Yeah.
Like, I can get there, but I mean, I can't stay there.
And is all of that? Am I right next to the water right now? I don't have dark vision.
Wait,
if I
shouldn't
have
you
enough
have?
movement to do it, could I like step back from the water
Dwarves-
like a
dwarves
little
have
bit?
Dark vision. You have dark vision.
I'm
I
a
would
hell
prob-
dwarf. I do not have the dark visions.
I would probably not move that way. Because
What's
it's
that?
a type of
Dark
opportunity.
vision. Like you have 30 times 2 in vision. You have dark vision. And dwarves have dark vision.
Yeah, dwarfs as a base, and then you're a hill dwarf, which doesn't change dark vision.
Yeah. So you're supposed to have it. If you can, oh god, I'm accidentally clicking on your character. If you can see him there, then you have dark vision.
Okay. It's probably just the fact that my brightness is down all the way.
That's
Anyway, 'cause
possible.
I have checked your token. You do have it set up.
No,
correctly.
you do because I have some
Yeah.
control over her. I also can
Yeah.
see through her, and you can see. So it's
Yeah.
your brightness of your laptop.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, problem in computer, not in D20.
Yeah, was that your turn then?
That is my turn, yes.
Then you don't forget you have an extra attack as well if you want to try hitting Rask's elementals. One of them did technically just punch him.
Yeah. Is there a way for me to do a sword attack but call it bashing it with my shield?
You have a shield bash ability.
Yeah, you have a
as
shove.
bonus action for. But you could.
Could I do that?
You can do both because you have an extra attack, and then your shield bash is a bonus action.
Okay.
You can actually attack and then shield bash.
Okay.
Are you doing that? Yep.
Yeah. That's a hit. Go. And then the shield bash. How was that worked again?
It's it's athletics contested.
Okay, as a contest. Yeah. Then you roll
So
an
just roll.
athletics. Yeah.
20 is good.
Ha!
Yeah. So it's knocked back.
Yeah. I'm trying not to kill your construct, Rask. I just wanted to, like...
Yeah, that's your turn, I guess. So then I want you to roll a charisma save.
Because my charisma is -1.
We're all getting hit by this thing.
Yeah. So then a D100, the type /R base 1D100.
Oh, thank you.
Seven. And then a D10. Yeah, long
Oh, that's how many rounds it's gonna be.
Yeah.
10 rounds. That's a whole fucking fight.
Many of these there are ways to get like
Out of them.
wake someone. Yeah.
Alright.
Like this, you're actually quite lucky here because 7 is the lowest effect you can get. So your character retreats into your mind and you become paralyzed. However, it's also the weakest one, so anyone can pretty much just wake you up. But someone has to wake you up.
So, in other words, it's easy to break me out of it, but first somebody else has to get out of their thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
That's your turn. Then it is the Morgoth, who is finally gonna get a turn. He is going to... forwards, and he's going to... he's going to try and attack you, Ronnie, with his tentacles.
I've seen this in hentai.
Oof.
I've seen it in our office gallery right now. Yeah, so that is a hit. So you take damage. Well, 15 damage. And you are woken up already because you took damage. Your
Well,
madness
at
didn't
least
last long. But it's you are grappled though.
Okay.
So he is then going to move back, effectively holding you there. So,
Am I like above water or am I drowning? Just checking.
no,
you know.
you're not drowning yet, but you are underwater.
Wonderful.
Lissa.
Okay, Alyssa's affected by the thing. She's gonna first run there, and then
Do your Jesus thing.
thing is, all right. You don't know. Is that like? Can I stand there, like close on that thingy?
How much movement do you have total?
I'm not gonna move. I can get there. I just want to kind of stand there.
That's what I'm asking. Like, how much movement do you have total?
45.
That is exact.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna necessarily run to get there. I'm just asking.
He's
Can I
gonna
get
shadow
there?
step.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, then you have more movement. Then you can move over here afterwards.
No, but what she's saying is this looks like on the map. It looks like it's shallow here.
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Is it
Oh, yeah,
shallow enough
right.
because of the
Yeah.
stone that goes out for me to stand there?
Maybe, but I would ask for an acrobatics because it is wet and slippery.
Slippery.
+8 to acrobatics. That's fine.
Famous last words.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm not thinking. And since I'm affected by madness, I'm not going to save Ronnie. Sorry. I'm shadow
Fair.
stepping up here, and I'm going to use my 2 attacks. Let's see here. Spare, 2-handed, I guess. For 22 and 28.
Zoinks.
And stunning strike.
Oh, here comes the boss killer. Strat just fucking spam stunning strikes.
If it doesn't work on the first one, I'm going to stun strike on the second one.
Yeah. Constitution save. Old.
Con save 15. Okay, I am doing second one more.
Yeah, that's key.
Yay!
Yeah, so it's stunned. And since it's stunned, I'm gonna run up here. Because then it can't take me.
Yep.
And I am down to 1 round of madness. And yeah, but that's my turn because I can't do anything else.
Yep. Roll me another save.
Wait, you can stack madness?
Yes.
Oh boy.
It's an eldritch horror. Of course, you can stack madness. If
14.
you get the same thing twice, you get a different type, different category.
14.
14 is enough. You're safe. Rusk.
So before he starts backing away, kind of like doubting his convictions because of fucking God. But can I use a bonus action first to try and contest the control over these guys?
It's your movement and your action you have to spend, not your
Yeah.
bonus.
Exactly. So my bonus action is normally to command these bastards to attack. Do you want me to roll something, or do I just get to do it?
No, you get to do it.
Okay. So yeah, I kind of just point towards it as I kind of back away, and I say, I, and then just can't really speak and go back.
Yeah. I guess it was partly less. You're like, I have this epic speech. I animate these objects, and then, well, what the heck? Why are they attacking me?
Yeah. No, there's the thing. This is probably Rask's actual like him breaking through a bit. Like the previous one was kind of his like fucking godlike mania, like just propelling him through. But now it's just like, oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? And just for a brief second, just that shone through. It wasn't madness; it was sanity. That is the true path.
Actually, yeah, roll me charisma.
Can I? How far back can I go before I can probably get there, right? Yeah.
You just have to get him out of line of sight. That's how fear works.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Charisma.
Yeah, just a normal straight up roll.
Oh, sorry. Straight up charisma roll.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So the big chunk elemental is going to use this instead, because you had a high charisma roll.
What the fuck is this dubstep version of the
I don't
Two Steps
know.
from Hell? Kind of dope. Oh my god, it reduces its AC.
Yep, Morikos needs to make a dex save.
Ha! Big fat god. Ain't too good at that, I see. Yeah.
And so yeah, he gets -1 AC.
Does it do any damage?
Nope.
Doesn't seem like it, no. Just all magical, non-magical ferrous metal objects are just fucked. That's it. Nice.
And then the small one is going to do a slap.
Oh, pfft. Heck yeah!
Nice.
Peasants! Revolt against your masters!
Ouch.
Yikes.
Uh,
At the end of my turn, since this technically was my turn, I'm also gonna have Sarah. I'm gonna look at her and just nod, because she knows what I'm on about. She's gonna help. Go and help. She's just gonna go there for now. Actually, she's gonna use dash action to get on Lissa's shoulders.
Yeah.
No, actually, she's not. She doesn't really want to, I think. She's gonna hide. She's gonna actually do an
No, what?
invisible hide action.
yeah, because her like I know technically she needs to touch someone to use hard sight, but Sarah probably can see that there's something wrong with Alyssa.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah. So Shara just looks at Lissa and just looks at Rask and just says, "We're fucked," and then uses an action to hide properly.
Yeah, and then at the end of your turn, I want a wisdom
Yeah.
save,
But I'm not seeing it now.
which means you don't get disadvantage. That's enough.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay.
And
Ah, Christ.
hope you didn't forget about these guys.
Well, if we did, we haven't. We've just suddenly remembered.
Miss.
Has multi-attack, where he uses this one as well. Intelligence
Don't
saving
get
throw.
dumb.
Let's see. Which saving throw? Intelligence? No.
Yep,
Weeks.
you're fine. And then it is Ronnie.
Right.
You're currently underwater.
Am I able to just try and cut myself free from the tentacles, or is that something that I do? I like
yeah,
to
it
try and
says in the tentacles attack. You can escape with a DC 14, which means you need to roll 14 or higher on acrobatics or athletics. Whatever is highest for you.
Okay, I have higher acrobatics, so give me a sec here.
Not enough, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no, I'd be surprised if 8 was enough.
So do I just chill out underwater? Or can I try again?
No, you can't try again. Yeah, I don't think there's much you can do actually when you're
Keep your breath
grappled.
until next turn.
Yeah, you're
You
basically
might-
just holding your breath.
Need to like roll any sort of saving throw to make sure I don't drown.
But it takes a
Not
while
yet.
to drown.
Yeah, it's like 10 rounds or something before you have to start rolling. And even then, you can
Okay,
still hold your breath.
That's good.
It is quite a long time. It's not anything to worry about yet.
Right, then I'm just gonna chill underwater.
I think it's
That
a
is
number of rounds equal to your Constitution score.
Yeah, it's quite high.
No, my con's good.
So,
Okay, so that-
Markov is stunned, so he's actually not gonna do anything.
Nice.
It'd be kind of unpleasant
Wait,
if I was
hey,
underwater.
hold up. Can he
Yes.
maintain the grapple while he's stunned?
Yeah, I would say that you would have got advantage at least, which is success.
Ooh.
Because of that.
I can go
acrobatic
with
ability,
that.
Yeah. So yeah, you are free, Ronnie.
And you can swim up. Swim.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just choose your character and use the arrows.
I am going to someplace that is not water.
Smart. Convenient.
Is that token one of the monsters?
That's a
The one-
monster.
Yeah, that's a baddie.
Right. I have enough movement to approach him left.
Yeah, you do, but to escape the grapple, you had to use action. You can't attack this turn.
Can she use a bonus action to attack it?
No.
No, you should
Because
use
I
a
have to
bonus
move
action
and then I have to
yeah,
act. So
Yeah.
Ah,
and the shield bash you can only do if you've made an attack this turn.
okay.
right, so I'm done. I'm not drowning. I feel like I've achieved some things this turn.
Yeah. You won this turn.
All right. So I'm done.
Lisa.
Yeah. I feel pretty good, so I'm going to run up here and attack.
Keep it stunned, baby.
And I'm using a stun.
Question. Hang on. Hold up,
Yeah.
friend. What does it say in the stunning strike? Post it.
Oh, if it's end of my turn, end of their
Yes,
turn?
end of your next turn. It's still stunned. You had advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So 14 damage, but I'm stunning it now. I'm trying
Yeah.
to stun it now so it continues being stunned.
I
So it
get
still
it.
needs to do save. I can't save. That saves. Unless it doesn't have disadvantage on that, does
Nope.
it?
No, it
doesn't.
Nope. Okay. How does it look?
It looks like a god.
It looks like a god.
Yeah, but
no,
I'm punching it. So
Is it bleeding from its nose?
does it have a nose? I don't think it has a nose.
Yep.
So it's I mean, that might be a nose that little thing between its eyebrows? I don't know.
No,
The question
not
is
the
it
point.
burning? Is it bleeding?
Yes, it is definitely bruised and bloodied.
Okay, I'm continuing hammering away. So another one, 22. I'm doing stunning strike again. For 9 damage. I'm just waiting for the. You need to do the same.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have the con save macroed at this point.
12, it fails. So it's stunned.
I love monks.
And I'm gonna then use bonus action unarmed attack with advantage.
How many times can you do this now, more?
9 damage, and because it's stunned, I'm going to just run away. Yeah.
Hit
And
and run, literally.
I'm no longer full of madness. At least for now. It might do it again, but it's stunned. So
Yep.
there. And I don't know what just happened, but and you can see me you know when you're moving like your fist back and forth trying to you punch something hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's her. I was
Yeah.
really
At the end of your turn, you have to make a save.
Yes, I'm finally free. Oh. Yep. Exactly.
Go ahead and just roll if you just roll 100 plus 10, then we just get both hits straight away.
11
So,
and a
11.
10.
10 rounds.
Shit, 10 rounds.
No, wait, you didn't roll a 10, you just said plus 10.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
So roll a 10. Yeah.
You rolled a piece of paper with the number
9.
10 on it.
9.
Yes. So 11 and 9.
It was barely any better.
Yeah. The 11 is the same thing that Ronnie had. So you're
Okay, so
basically
I'm paralyzed.
for 9 rounds until someone wakes you or you take damage.
Okay. So basically, Ronnie probably saw me just like, ouch, and then suddenly
Snarls.
freeze up. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
freeze up.
Okay.
Yeah, Brask.
So I again regain my wit, aka my insanity. I look at the water, look at the intellect devour, and say, "Nephretum, you haven't left me yet." And I stretch out my hand towards the lily pads. I start to charge up an eldritch blast, and as I do, sort of blue swirls of flower comes towards my hand, and I charge and shoot at the intellect devourers with 3 eldritch blasts. So it's 12 hit
Yep. You just nuke it.
for Shabam!
It had 2 hit points.
And then I confidently
Bits of
walk.
brain floating in the water.
I walk over, and I tap Ronnie on the shoulder, and say, "Don't worry, they will take care of it. They will deal their vengeance." And then bonus action to have them attack. Do I need to roll my charisma?
Yes, you might as well. That's gonna be 2 slams each.
Remember, they have advantage as well.
Yep.
'Cause
Oh, this is such a good combo. I love stun. This is the most damage I've dealt. And it's through proxy, which is perfect for Rask. And then I've noticed now that looking at it is kind of terrifying, so I'm just gonna look away and step to the side. Yep, lean towards the wall. And that's my turn. Oh, and I'm gonna tell Sarah to fuck off to Lissa and get her up. She's gonna use an action to get her up.
Does that after your turn. You need to roll
Yep.
a save first.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Spicy tamales.
And yeah, so Zara wakes you up, Lissa. You're no longer
Okay.
paralyzed.
Okay, I shake my head. Whew.
She's just shaking you. Lissa, are you okay,
And then-
Lissa?
As you Raskins, you turn away and hide behind the pillar again. You see this
Mhm.
silhouette in the cave entrance. Who obviously has a gun, trench coat and a gun, and throws a cigar into the water. As he says, "Called the cavalry."
Hi, Hellboy. Nice. Wait, hold on. He's gonna come steal our thunder. Fuck off!
And for those of you who don't know on the stream, but it's so slow. The internet is slow today. Come on, picture. There you go. Oh. Hellboy has entered the arena. And it's Hellboy's turn. Put a little ping. Kimdros, thank you for following. Yeah.
Hellboy with the shooties.
Okay.
What?
So Hellboy's going to walk in there and he's going to say, yeah, "Oh, that's one ugly motherfucker," and he's gonna raise his gun and he's going to fire a shell into it.
That's a nice way to do it. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
And it's going to be, yeah, I guess. Boop.
Advantage.
It's stunned. Yeah,
Disadvantage.
Nice.
so it hits.
So, like that. Boom. And he's going to do it again. That's his thing.
Baka.
Damn, boom. Elder horrors always need a little bit extra juice on that one. And then he's going to just reach in his pocket and he's going to grab up a small, looks like a crucifix or something, just wrapped around his gun. And then he's going to cast, what's it called? Blinding. He's going to do this one. This is a bonus action.
Branding, yeah.
Yeah. And then he's going to fire his second attack with attack. Bam.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a miss,
And
sadly.
he's
The
going to
cross
spend-
off-balance the
he's going
gun.
to spend the superiority die to make it into a precision attack.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wait, how do I do it? Aha, there it is. So that's 12 plus 5.
17.
That's a hit.
A lot better. And yeah,
Battle
that
Master Paladin.
is
Nice.
This one.
Hmm?
Not
Oh, it's a
this
once
one,
per day. Okay.
And 2d6. Roll 2d6.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, so you just wrap this crucifix around your gun. Boom! 24 damage.
Ras just kind of looks at him with a bit of awe, and just kind of nods. I need to get me one of those. That's
Yep.
I gotta shift.
Nice for you to show up. Thanks.
I heard you got was in some trouble here, Ronnie.
You could say that.
Well, that was the word of it anyway.
Yeah.
Your
yeah,
team's
do
a
you
little more experienced with the Elder Gods. I think we're in over our heads.
Well, you seem to be everybody here anyway.
We're handling it, but the help's not unappreciated.
Wait, is it still moving?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't just stand around here jabbering on. We gotta kill ourselves an ugly motherfucker. And he's going to continue to attack it, but it's the end of the round. So.
That's the plan.
Failing on the path here. Oh, okay. So yeah, you're no exception, Hellboy. You have to make a save as well.
Well, he's already mad.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't really matter for you because your wisdom and intelligence is the same. You make it. Then it is the intellect of ours. I believe are all the only living ones are stuck. I'll move there just for the sake of it. Ronnie. What are
Ronnie?
you going to do, Ronnie?
I'm trying to figure out if there's a way for me to get to the, Elder God because I can't. I'm without, swimming.
I can throw you.
Okay, but I would have to wait for your turn.
Do you not have a gun or something?
I do have a spear, but it's not throwable. I really did not make this character for ranged attacks, and I'm kind of
An American with no gun?
Yeah, this is weird.
some irony there.
Yeah, the American being the only one without a gun, I guess. Yeah. Can I, as a reaction, just when I see her kind of struggling with this, say, like, pull out my gun from my holster, flip it around, and kind of give it towards her,
Offer it, yeah.
offer it,
Yeah, that's fine. I'd allow it.
and say, use this. You'll be safe. He'll be with you. It's a revolver. Do you want to take it?
Yes.
It's a Walter. Actually, not another Walter. It's a Walter P38. It does 2d6 ballistic damage.
Add that to the character sheet for now, then. Should I add that to my character sheet so I can
It uses Dex, and I'm assuming you've seemed like you've used Dex a lot, so it's probably pretty good for you.
Oh, okay, thank you. D6, I think you said?
2d6, yeah. It's also loaded with sacred ammo, by the way. Or silvered, sorry. It's got a 6 sacred silvered 9mm rounds in it.
And there you go. I added a gun.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, so you can shoot that straight away if you want.
Alright.
You have advantage still, so...
Yeah, fucking end them. So show Hellboy that you're better than him at shooting. That would piss him off.
Right, that was an attempt.
Yeah,
that was one.
That hits.
And you remember you have extra attacks and all that shiz as well. You can still
Yeah.
use most of your maneuvers as well, remember? Those that only say that you need a weapon and not a melee weapon.
And yeah, you, as Rask said,
just
you
use
also have your extra attack. You still can do another attack if you want.
Can I just use extra attack rather than trying to do a melee thing? Or a maneuver thing? Like,
Yeah, you don't have to spend them all the time. That's a hit.
Whoop.
Consistent damage.
Nice.
Bam, bam!
With silver bullets, right?
Yep. Not that I think that matters, but
No, but
that's
So-
what I chambered.
So I guess that's your turn.
thank you for lending me your gun.
Oh,
At the end of
if
your
you only
turn,
knew.
each make a save. That's the madness thing, so whatever is lowest of wisdom or charisma.
Charisma.
oof.
Yikes.
Yeah, luckily you had lost your previous one. 9. Oh, there's a new one.
Yeah, it's a sex number.
Really? We're going there?
How long does it last? For 4 rounds, your character experiences vivid hallucinations and has disadvantage on ability checks.
Alright, that's not too bad.
That's actually not too bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna do what Celia did. That was a good idea. That's for 4 rounds.
Okay.
Orkoth
It's
is
done.
still stunned. So Lissa.
Haha.
How much more key points do you have left? How much longer can we rely on
Like
this?
4.
Oh shit, okay.
I barely used any last time, so.
Alright, go on then. Fucking up.
Yep, I am going back and I'm using my thingy. 25 stunning strike. So you need to do a save.
The real question.
Yeah, no, he fails, so he's stunned next time.
So he's just like, oh, for crying out loud!
27 hits, I assume. For another 6 damage. And let's see here. I'm going to use a bonus action flurry of blows.
Yeah, you can make a perception check as well before you do that.
Right, okay.
Yeah, you notice.
20.
You see that there's Kotoa swimming up from underneath,
Mm-hmm.
from deep in the water. When you punched him just now, you saw that one of them died and started sinking.
So we're killing his followers before we're killing him, basically.
Okay, and I know there are a couple still alive. Do I see any other that's down in the water?
Yeah, you can see at least one.
Okay, then I'm definitely using flurry of blows because then I get 2 attacks.
Can you tell us like?
Yeah, I
about
shout.
that?
I shout. The Kotoa is dying when I hit this guy.
Yeah, but where are they? We can't see.
Underwater. And I'm using the flurry of bows to do 2 more attacks. That needs to be unarmed, right?
They have
Yeah.
gun arm.
For 19. 5. Does another one die? That I saw?
5 damage. Nope.
21 for 9. Okay, I'm going to back off, and I'm looking in the water for more.
You get an attack of opportunity from the
That's
junk
fine.
elemental.
Oh, really? Yeah, 20 hits. 19. Okay.
Okay.
Oops, that was wrong.
That's a bit wrong.
That's wrong. There we go.
Nice! And Junk Elemental has a healing slam.
Yeah, you heal with. You have so much resistance to bludgeoning.
Yeah, but I'm now actively looking into the water and shouting, "Get rid of the Kutoas!"
Okay.
So, Charisma save.
Ah, yeah. Right.
He is in line of sight, so you have advantage.
Can't I do like this and go behind the stalagmite?
He's too large. Still see him.
Aww. 14.
No, 8.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Disadvantage. Yeah, I have to fail.
D100 and a D10. Because you didn't have any madness already?
No.
No, I was...
No, because you
was-
saved, you were woken up, yeah.
I was woken up as Sarah.
62
For 9
9
rounds.
rounds. You're the same. 9 rounds. Disadvantage on ability checks.
I can add the thingy. So
Those ones are the ones that are fun because they last long, and then there's a bigger chance of them stacking. So yeah, that was your turn. Brusk.
I look at Hellboy and I say, "Hey, Red. By any chance you've seen the Catman around, Naz?" And as I walk around, and I try to get a look off the water. Do I see any of the Koatoan?
Perception.
Yikes.
Yeah, I can move one to the map. Let's see him.
Right. So I am going to do static or synaptic static in the middle of him, so that it hits this guy as well. It hits 20 feet radius around. So go. So intelligence save for everyone in the area. So I say, I hold out my hand, and I say, they make him exist. We have to
it
sever the connection.
Half on a save?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Hang on. So posted
Oh, yeah,
with
half
the.
damage. Yeah, I see it. It says half damage there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do I? What happens to? What about the big boy? Do I see anything happening to him
Yeah,
when this up?
he took damage. He seems to. He actually it doesn't look like anything happens because he takes psychic damage, but he's stunned, so he's not actually moving or flinching at anything either.
Yeah, but I see the fish just
he
fucking
just
croak.
has a single tear.
No, my followers. And then I dodge and cover, and I say, I got some. We need to get the rest. And that's my turn. And I guess I have to save.
Yep, minus. That's enough.
Yikes.
Hellboy.
Well, I don't see any other fish, guys, but I'm see this ugly motherfucker, so I'm just gonna. I guess he can't take too much lead. I'm just gonna fire into him again. I'm going to. I would like to rage, I guess.
What the fuck? What is this class?
Hellboy. I don't.
That makes sense for the character.
I'm going to fire. There it is. Yeah. Well, no,
That's a hit.
I would like to use the bottom feature on my character sheet, Thomas.
The what?
Let me just check. Yeah, of course you would. Yep.
Yeah.
I have made a thing for you. You can just go ahead and click on the second bottom global damage modifier.
Yeah.
What?
Turn that on.
We'll do that. Yeah. And I think
You still have your smite thing.
no,
missed,
that just goes off
didn't you?
once.
No, it's
No, I used
your next-
uh,
Look,
It lasts 1
branding
minute,
smite.
doesn't it?
Yeah, branding smite. I just
The next time.
Yeah.
Only the next
Well,
time.
the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, which is 1 minute, you missed last turn.
Oh, yeah.
no, I didn't. I used.
No, he hit
Oh,
when
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not.
yeah,
superiority
yeah,
die to
you
hit anyway.
That's right, you used the superiority die. Okay.
And I rolled max damage on the spell, so it was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. But yeah, you're using your other feature though.
Yeah. So.
Anything else you want to combine with that?
No, it's
Any-
just the specific maneuver. I don't know if
Yeah.
it really matters. I guess it's sharpened attack because it has. That's the only one that actually has.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be this one.
Are you gonna make yourself crit?
No, I will
Is
do
that, is that the feature?
No, it's this. I just
That's-
lost the feature.
I think. Did you? Huh?
I must have used the wrong button.
Yeah.
Should be this one.
Yeah.
Damage.
Because that's there you go.
So, yeah.
Oh, yikes.
So that's 5 plus 16. 5 plus 16.
Yeah.
And then I can do it again, but I don't think I will do it again. I'll just number it. I'll do it again. Can I do it again?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll
You
do
can
it
do that
I
again.
think I'll do it. I might be able to do it again though. I can choose.
I mean, do it while he's still stunned.
If it's a crit, I'll do. Ah, yes! I'll definitely do it again.
Oh shit! Yeah, because you're doubling the dice, aren't you?
Yeah, and he maxes the dice.
Yeah.
The dice
I'm
are
just
still
gonna roll-
present.
Yeah,
so
the
I'm
dice
just
is
gonna
still
do- I'm
present.
just-
So
yeah,
it's
so I'm just gonna
32.
do-
Just do the number.
Yes.
Rapa-boom! Is that what's
And then
happening now?
it's- And then it's and then it's 32.
Yeah.
How does this look? Come on! What the fuck?
So it does 60 damage.
Mhm.
Ow.
How does it look?
Yeah. Let me just see how much he can heal first.
He's been healing?
Well,
he
yeah.
has.
What do you think
Getting
is
too fresh.
forced in dying?
Oh, right, the fishes.
Okay, so I just need to do a bit of maintenance here because this is gonna be funny.
That's fine.
How many fishes did he just one shot? That's the question.
The entire underlying lake, just like everybody, all the fishes just float to the surface. Like somebody just poisoned the entire lake.
That's pretty much what happens. Four
Blub,
fish
blub,
bodies
blub, blub.
just float to the surface as you blow a big hole in the side of this elder god. It's still up and floating, but it's missing like half the side of his head now, including missing an eye and stuff.
Then that's my turn.
Oh, Mad Hellboy. Gotta love it.
Yep. roll 100 and a 10. Ooh. So for 5 rounds, you... So for 5 rounds, the character does whatever anyone tells him to do that isn't obviously self-destructive.
Oh my god, I need to figure this out before it ends.
That's for 5 rounds. Then it is Ronnie. You've just seen your boss blow a hole in the side of this big monster.
You want to compete? With your little rootin' tootin' McShooty?
So I'm also going to try and blow holes in the monster because I don't know what else to do. Although, can I also roll perception to see if I can see anything more about what's going on in the lake?
Yeah. Perception.
As soon as I find where my perception score is, I'm good at this. Okay, I don't think that's getting me anywhere too special.
You don't see anything in the water close to you, at least.
Okay.
And it is a stunned Morgoth, so that's Lissa.
Is she gonna shoot as well? She just did a wisdom or a perception.
Yeah. Sorry.
I would like to shoot the thing if it is okay.
Yeah, it is your turn.
You haven't even tried to put a madness effect on me, which I appreciate, but I think you usually do that.
Oh yeah, but that's at the end of your turn.
It's stunned, so 18.
That's a hit.
Man, that's stunned. Holy shit!
Mm-hmm.
It helps a lot.
14.
Right, can I use my bonus action to just shoot the dang thing again?
You don't need to
It's
use
not a bonus.
action. You have extra attacks.
Extra.
Okay,
You have 2 attacks per round.
sorry.
Hit.
Oh, is that a miss? Oh, okay.
No, sorry, that's a miss. Sorry.
Didn't reduce its AC by that much.
Nope. They reduced it by 1. Okay, but then it's your turn, and I don't think there's anything more you can do really, apart from move, of course.
Sorry?
Is that your turn, or are you going to move?
Going behind cover is a good idea.
Yeah, I think I'm going to back just a little bit.
Is that your turn then?
That's my turn. Yep.
Then I want you to roll madness. Now, since you already have an effect, you don't suffer a disadvantage.
Oh, that's nice.
Also have to take down the number by 1 on this token.
You need to roll
Okay.
a save first, but yeah, that's a 1 on the dice, on the 100 at least.
Okay, sorry. I can do the
okay.
save, but I'm probably going to fail it again.
Well, you should roll it first. It's low DC.
Hey, you have a 50-50 chance of hitting it.
Yeah, I certainly have a 50-50 chance of hitting it.
That's
My
not a
charisma
natural
is
1 though.
-1.
At least it's not a natural
One,
1.
guys.
Yeah, 1 on the chart. Is the paralyzed effect again.
Okay.
So roll how many rounds it lasts for?
Oh, she did. Didn't
Oh
it?
yeah. Oh, so it's just next the next turn. You can't do anything. Then it is Morgoth who is stunned.
It's done again.
You need to take down the token from 4 to 3 as well on the ability thing.
Yeah.
On
I
running.
can do it. I can do it.
Let's see.
Before your turn, Lissa.
Seriously, Rask, take control of these things!
Trying!
I don't need this shit. Yeah. Is it attacking? It's missing.
Yeah, that misses. So then it is your turn, Lissa.
Okay, I want to see if I can see more fish. Perception?
Yep.
Passive perception is 21.
You haven't seen any movement, at least. As you look, you don't see anything close to you
Okay,
either.
then I'm gonna bonus action shadow step over here, so I don't take attack of opportunity. Then I'm gonna do attacks. I'm getting low on key points. 28 stunning strike.
Jesus Christ, you've been so lucky with your rolls. It's ridiculous.
So I'm jamming my spear like right through one of its eyes.
The only
It only
eye
has
it has
one
left.
left, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What?
It only has one eye now.
It needs
How
to do
would
save.
the other?
No, it doesn't.
So as
What?
you shadow step forwards, and jam your weapon into it, you kind of, because you critted, so you kind of extend a bit too far and end up with your arm like embedded up to the elbow inside its goopy, slimy head as it just starts to slide off and into the water. And you see that it starts to evaporate slightly already because it's not of this world. But yeah, your arm covered in like horrible purple slime.
Ew.
And I want you to roll a madness effect straight away.
Madness effect, no save.
Yeah, save. No, you get the save, but it's a different
okay.
DC now.
Nope.
Nope. Roll a D100.
Yeah. Oh wait, it didn't.
Oof.
93 for 3 rounds.
93. Nope. Your character loses the ability to speak. Because this was a different table. This is long term. That's 3 days.
Holy, holy.
You know how many fucking things you know what I've been planning on saying.
It was
know
planned.
Oh.
It was planned all along.
So I go and I kind of just try to say something to everyone else. I turn and I go, open my mouth and just nothing comes out.
Are we out of initiative?
Yep, we're out of initiative. I'm
gonna run back up before like I fall into the water. But I go like, you know, you see me kind of panicking a little bit.
I go up and shake Ronnie awake. Ronnie.
Awake, I'm still hallucinating. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you're
I
effect-
think
yeah.
I just stare at random
I
things
like-
that are
I like to,
happening,
like,
and I know it's not real.
I like kind of snap in front of your eyes a bit and just try to like get you. Ronnie,
Oh, whoa.
Ronnie, get back to reality.
In reality, there just happen to be like very, very fun-colored cars that are also happening in reality, only they aren't actually.
That sounds a
This
lot
has happened
more
before.
inviting than the reality that we're currently in. You should
I
say that.
know. I mean, it would be cool, except that like, if I keep avoiding the cars, I might walk into a wall, and that's not conducive. Normally, it
as you
happens
speak-
like.
Sorry. As you speak and kind of ramble on, Ras kind of just looks directly at Lissa as she comes in, and basically interrupting you midway through the ramble, and just goes to hug her.
She does hug you back. Wait, I'm trying to get my haha. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna learn my mimic now.
Yes, yes. She goes to hug you, and then she kind of pushes you a little bit back, looks you straight in the eyes, punches you slightly in the arm, and then go.
And then I go, why don't you speak?
And I point towards
You can whisper
the
back,
thing.
you can reply with this one. I'm casting message, you can reply.
Does that
but only to
message
me.
work?
But only to me.
Ah.
He's
cast whisper.
casting.
Here's the message and can reply in a whisper. She needs to be able to whisper first.
I'm not able to whisper. You see me try to whisper something back to you?
Sending would work because that's actually in your head, but message is actually a whisper.
Okay,
I cast detect thoughts.
I go, that fucking thing made me stop speaking. I don't know what's going on, and what the fuck, Nefratam?
He kind of cocks his head and looks towards Ronnie. Ronnie, Red, do you happen to know any way of making sure that she's able to speak again?
If there's something wrong with her head, maybe old Abe got something.
I'm putting my hands up like looking at it, looking around.
He's just like, oh crap. This is not my area, but there's gotta be somebody back at base who knows how to do something.
Sorry, can we not just react to the fact that we just killed an eldritch aberration?
Boy,
You just killed him.
Listen, I've done it before. They mess up your mind real bad. You need to have some specialist looks at it.
Oh gosh, I hate this. I'm thinking. So everything my friend has made in it, I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Also, Red, we need to talk about what just happened to you. Just for now, don't fucking talk about it to anyone else. Trust me.
By the way, wasn't there some Catman with you? I liked it.
You're basically, Rask, you're basically just getting the emotion or the feeling that Lissa is very annoyed with you. You don't know why. Because you don't actually read their mind, you detect their...
I can push further to read their mind, but yeah, no, I'm just reading surface thoughts.
Yeah. You're just like, she's really annoyed with you, and you're just like, I'm not gonna push further.
hey, Lissa. Please, explain. What's the problem? I'm sorry I dragged you back into this, but Nefertem, he told me. He wanted us to do this. This was our destiny all along. He knew we were safe.
I look you directly in the eye, and it is not that simple, and you don't get what implications of what you just did is. Nefertem, if you can actually hear me too now, I'm going to get and meet with you in the garden, okay? When we get home, because I think we've been waiting that one out for too long. And I turn away from Rusk.
Kind of just cocks his head. Because this has been a very one-sided conversation for everyone else. And just looks at Ronnie and says, I apologize for all of this. I didn't mean for you to come back.
You all just suddenly hear Hellboy shouting throughout the cave, echoing as he's searching for the Catman!
Red, the Catman is supposedly safe. I will try to establish radio contact when we get out. Don't start running into the cave, please.
Oh, okay, sure. Whoa, that was weird.
I take out my phone. I'm typing something to Ronnie, and I'm showing it to Ronnie. And it's basically just saying, don't tell anyone Rask glowed. And then I'm taking it.
I didn't actually catch what you said.
The text says, don't tell anyone that Rask glowed. And then I take it away before anyone else can read it.
I'm assuming I'm not glowing because my armor of Agathis got shattered.
Yeah, that's gone. But
which, by the way, I just realized
when it happened.
It should have killed the intellect devourer to hit me, but I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot a lot of things this fight.
Lissa, roll a d100.
All right.
Okay.
Let's move. Shui!
You guys need to like bring me up to speed here. I'm coming in saving your asses. What's going on? Like, you're an agent down here?
I hope so. I hope we're not. And then goes outside to the cave where he can actually get some like cellular cover, and then try to like radio.
We had no radio
Yes.
in the town either.
Oh, but I try either way.
Did anything happen for me, Thomas?
Huh?
Yeah, I had to roll.
Yeah.
Again.
No, I was. Come on, load. I was rolling for the cell coverage.
Oh.
But come on, why is it haste?
There's double of us.
Mm-hmm.
There's none of you for me, so.
It's double for me.
Are
I
you
can't
on
see
the
anybody.
right view? Yeah, you must be because you're pasting him into the right view.
Yeah. No, it's just like Roll20 is being really bad with my net today.
Why is the boat not there anymore?
Because I just moved it to the M layer, because the boat is not there anymore,
Why
because
is
the person
there
who summoned
two of
it...
us?
Didn't the boat get unsummoned at some point? Like when
when-
No, we had it even after Nas disappeared.
yeah, okay.
Did you?
Doesn't care about
Yeah, we
what
did.
plane the caster is on.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like.
So it should still be there for like an
hour.
hour.
Yeah.
No, more than an hour. Like 8 hours or something.
Okay.
I have Alyssa. I have 2 Rasks on one screen and 2 Alyssas on the other. This is...
That's some trippy shit.
Just get rid of the ones in the, like, completely in the water and
I'm
keep the ones on the
I'm-
boat.
I'm trying, but only half of them have loaded.
Oh.
I can now see the problem you have on stream. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, there's even a boat there now.
Yeah,
I can't
the
see.
boat is
Still
there.
can't see the boat.
That can go. Okay, so I have... Yeah, that's everyone.
I see.
Okay.
I see 2 Hellboys.
Oh, yep, there's 2 headboys. There you go.
Can't get enough of them Hellboys.
I'm gonna refresh. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get back... yeah, you get back to the boat.
Mm-hmm. While I've got the text thoughts running, are there any other thoughts that Lissa's going through right now?
Probably. Surface thoughts?
Yeah.
And
More like...
they're
your
kind of all over
emotional
the
state.
place. Yeah, they're kind of all over the place from, like... I can't freaking tell Hellboy anything. Ronnie's, like, in the middle of everything here we can't tell because it's freaking classified, and I need to make sure Brask doesn't tell anyone about everything else, because then it's gonna be fucking catastrophic.
As you do that,
And-
I'm just like casually leaning on the boat, and I just say, I won't tell anyone. What are you talking about? And then realize that it's in your head and you haven't said anything. I just did out of nowhere.
I look towards you, and then I just very specifically think towards you. I know you. You like to talk.
So yeah, we try to get the boat started, and I do so by saying, "Hey, boat, can you get us to that dock over there? Don't know if you're sentient, like."
How did I get there, by the way? Is there like a helicopter here? Is
And
there
then
a
just-
boat?
You came in by parachute.
Of course you did.
So there is just a parachute here, just with the BPRD logo on.
Yeah.
Whoa!
And then
yeah,
just- So as I ask, it just starts to kick in the motor, and we're just like, "Whoa!" as it starts moving.
It's electric.
Yeah, gotta save the environment.
Yeah, electric, or maybe the label says Eldritch. I'm not quite sure.
Eldritch. Eldritch.
It runs on Eldritch.
Yeah. Right. That was easy.
Huh. So, pretty boy, you seem to be the one in the lead here. I came in, just got a call from Myers to just jump on a plane and get here as soon as possible. Ronnie calling backup. What's going on here?
Well, I believe you just saw the conclusion of it. The disappearing city were Cowtoans trying to feed their elder god.
And what got its
spawn-
name?
Sorry?
Its name,
Morgoth.
pretty boy.
Morgoth.
How, I look at you. How the fuck did you know that? No one
Well-
said a name for it. Did you name it?
Well, it's from one of those, because the Lovecraftian lore exists in this universe. We've established that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Lissa, you assume Lissa's read it. Lissa has
No,
read
no,
it.
yeah, exactly. Rask just assumes everybody knows. Everybody knows Lovecraft.
Everyone's heard of Cthulhu and Yogg-Sothoth.
Yeah.
And,
Lissa knows Cthulhu, but like
you
not a lot
get a
of-
pamphlet upon joining any of these organizations. It's just like the Eldritch gods and you. You need to know. And that's just a rundown.
She has the basics, but she wouldn't necessarily assume that's what it is.
Although anything I know of this is mostly based on fiction, I hope. So might you enlighten me onto what we actually did face back there?
Me enlighten you? No. I just wanted to get in this name. I've had a run in before.
Well, this is just me guessing at this point, so...
Well, I don't know, boy. So there you have that.
Alright then. Well, either way, the villagers are dead. Unless you have some sort of mass resurrection, that's nothing we can do about
I could
that.
ask Saint Malachite for a hand, but I don't think that's what you're looking for.
I don't want to mass resurrect the villagers because before the villagers got killed, a lot of them got turned into a better word, fish people, and not the kind that Abe is, the kind that are also mind slaves to said elder god. you
Yes,
bring them
I
back-
though...
You might have to turn them back into humans and also make sure they can't remember, trying to kill people.
Can I
it's
roll
hard
an-
to say it, Ronnie, but
Can I
don't
roll
think
an
they're coming
Arcana or
back.
to see
Yeah,
if
you
I
can roll Arcana.
understood what was happening? Because me as the player kind of know how this shit works, but no, Russ doesn't either. Doesn't really,
No.
so never mind. Okay, so he just kind of continues walking down the pier, turns and says, "So, we should probably head back, write the report, and we're done, right? And hopefully find out that Naz is teleported somewhere and is safe and sound back at base, cuddling some kittens."
Does he do this a lot?
Yes, but this one was a bit more. Pudgy, are you here? Try to call forth Pudgy. Do I get no response?
No response.
Yeah. Alright, it seems that Pudgy took him. That means that... dear. There's so much divine intervention going on nowadays. One would think that us humans had no agency.
I give a very loud sigh at what you just said.
Look, I can appreciate the divine intervention and also criticize it, alright?
I just shake my head and give you a shrug because I can't speak.
Ronnie, what's your thoughts on all this? You've seen us, and you've seen what just happened. What do you think?
Prefer not to, an elder god, and I'm still processing that. Also, I'm still hallucinating. I was wondering.
Are you?
Like,
Because it only lasts 3 turns, didn't it? So that's like, what, 24 seconds?
Yeah, it's probably gone by now.
Okay.
The
You
only
still
one-
have
the
the
only one-
tag on me.
yeah.
So I see.
Yeah. The only one that should be there now is this is not speaking.
I need to
Yeah.
make one for that. Just give me a moment.
Right,
Probably
but yeah,
not gonna
that
use it
was
in combat.
So I don't know
That
about
was
you, European types, but sure you shouldn't I don't know, figure out why they were doing it here. Usually when people get together and do all these what we call eldritch rituals and stuff, there's usually people, pushing it to happen.
Oh yes, I'm sure.
I mean, you probably got it all figured out and everything, so I'm not really gonna put my finger into.
Look, honestly, Red, this is quite a cataclysmic event. However, we are chasing the first vampire here. I am not gonna put it on my lapel that I'm the greatest detective around, nor have I really paid too much attention in my cult school. So, I'm not the best at deducing what happened. I just know that we killed a whole lot of Kuotoans that were kidnapping people.
That's right.
And they
We
summoned
to
the
the
greater god.
Americans to deal with American problems.
If you're fine with that.
Bonnie is backing up because she's seen Hellboy do this before, and she's met Brask for long enough that she can see this argument happening.
Is detect thought still active?
For me, yeah.
I need to think to Rask. Rask, I don't think you want to piss him off. You are currently probably pissing him off.
I look at Hellboy and I just kind of do like a probably something he shouldn't do, which is to smug smile, and say, "But if you need us here, we'll help, of course."
Wait, you're referring to? No, it's just like
I leave it up to you. Do you want us to play detective, or should we leave and try to figure out what happened to our ally?
you said it was all fine. I'm sure it's nothing. Yeah, sure it's nothing.
I still need an answer. Stay or leave?
Well, there's really nothing around here, is it?
That's why I assumed.
Actually, we should probably get your friend back to Abe or something. Maybe ask the professor. He's got some. He's got all the books. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back and we're gonna figure that out.
Yes. That is my plan exactly. Alright.
I show my phone. Just as you guys are talking.
Yeah, and I just
Because typing takes time.
and just like, yes, it seems like Lisa is in agreement. And what about you, Ronnie? Do you have anything you need to pack up before we leave? Anything you have left here?
I wouldn't mind going back to headquarters.
Alright.
I'd like to return your gun to you, and if we're going to need more long-range weapons, maybe I should, one back there.
Yes. You were quite proficient with it. Good shot.
Thank you.
Then I step over and kind of put my hand out.
Right, and I give him back the gun, so I'm going to take that off my equipment sheet for now, or maybe I'll just buy something similar.
Yeah.
Figure that out when we're actually back.
Yeah, and then I holster it, give you a nod, and we start to follow Red out.
Yep.
As we get out of town, I call for someone to pick us up.
Yeah, so you're eventually picked up by Agent Myers again, and he drives you back to the headquarters.
Mm-hmm. I am constantly,
thanks,
by
Myers. You stocked up just as I asked.
the way. Whilst we're driving, I'm constantly trying to reach Naz on the comms as well.
Earlier I did write that I did send him a message. So that whenever things happen there, he will get the message from me.
Yeah, as soon as you get out of or get into range of networks again, you notice Stilia and Rask that you have some messages on your phone, SMS,
Mm-hmm.
from Agent Squirp.
Oh dear.
Okay.
What do they say? Eldritch horror has infiltrated our realm. Red alert, red alert. I'm just waiting, like, in anticipation of writing it.
I have the feeling you're having this anticipation and not nervousness, because that's what I'm having.
Well, Squib never brings good news.
No, he doesn't.
Alright, so it was basically what I thought, yeah. He's a bit behind.
Well, you didn't get the message now, did you?
No,
You
exactly.
had no
exactly.
signal at all. The whole
Yeah,
town.
yeah, yeah. So I will try to contact Squib via secure line.
Yeah.
And inform him that we've just killed an elder god, and have him confirm my suspicion of who it was, and try to, like, kind of help me figure it out for sure.
Yeah, he's
I also poking Rask in the shoulder as he does this, and I tell Rask to also get them to have a look out of Nas.
What? Oh.
I glare at Rask.
That's what I've been doing.
yeah, so you send out a message and or you call him, I mean, on a secure
Yeah.
line, and he asks for like a detailed description of what you fought, like how did it act, what kind of stuff did it do,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff, so that he can like try and map out what it was, who it was.
Mhm.
And he says that he thinks he's heard of it. It's many cultists called them dragons, though they have nothing to do with dragons of fiction that you think of.
Mhm.
They are closer to what Lovecraft wrote about.
Okay.
And that he will try and figure out which one it was, because there's not many of them.
Yeah.
Uh,
And how did it get summoned? How could it have gotten summoned? I would also explain about the fish people and who they were.
I poke you and I point towards my mouth, and as it goes up and down, and then points towards your phone again.
I'm gonna like fucking detect thoughts again, just because she's
And
not really good at signing.
And tell him whatever it did made me mute, and I don't know why or how long this is gonna last.
Yeah, and I tell him that as well.
You can feel me being annoyed.
He Squirp says to you, Rask, that just try your best to calm Nissa and let her know that she will get help. And Squirp kind of says this quiet enough so that it can't be overheard on the phone. Because he says that important that you do try your best to calm her, because it could be very serious.
What do you mean it? See, as I say, as like I try to, like, you know that classic cover the phone with your hand thing and like turn away ever so slightly.
Well, the lingering effects of madness induced by otherworldly horrors is they can be fatal.
Face.
So,
I kind of hold the hand over the phone so that he can't hear, but of course he can, because that's bullshit. And I ask Red, you said Abe, was it? He should be able to cure her or help her with the madness or whatever is afflicting her that allows her not to speak.
Yeah, if not Abe, then maybe Father's got something in his books. If it's elder in nature, but yeah, Abe's got a way of just looking into you.
All right.
Something is wrong with her that can be fixed. You probably know what the problem is.
And you don't happen to have any knowledge of any portals to the Feywild in America, do you?
What?
Never mind. And then let's continue the conversation with Squib, trying to with him figure out what happened with the whole summoning and shit,
Hmm.
and if it's done or if there will be like lingering problems.
Yeah, he will. He says that there's nothing he can answer immediately, but he will look into it and
Mhm.
call you as soon as he knows anything.
All right. So as I kind of hang up, I look to Nas, not Nas, to since you don't have change your name and display either. Like I normally look there quickly to reference the name.
I can fix
Yeah, I look to Hellboy and I say with message so that nobody else can hear it. I say we really need to make it a priority to find a way to cure her. This can end up badly. And then I look with a concerned glance over to Lissa.
Yeah. Look, I might got something. I picked it up while fighting this creep called Samael. And he reaches into his pocket and he grabs out a small, looks like a vial with a bone in it. And he goes over to Lissa and he swings it around her head a couple of times while chanting something that sounds vaguely like butchered Latin. And he's going to cast this one. Boop. On her.
Ooh,
For what
nice.
it's worth.
Maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. Either way, we need to get to someone that can help quickly. And then I indicate to Sarah, like just through a glance, that she's gonna sit on Lissa's shoulder and keep an eye on her emotional state. Because she can do that. She can have a hand on her pulse of emotions. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, so as you're driving back to headquarters, we can have a 10-minute break.
Yo. All right.
So yeah, BRB 10 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so it's back. Sorry that break took a bit longer than expected. My computer suddenly had a massive lag spike.
It's a bit of a fit.
Yep. So yeah, you arrive back at the BPRD.
Yay! So we try to get and find either Father or Abe really quick, methinks.
That's a good plan.
And I basically have
right.
Sarah on list at all times, just to make sure everything's alright.
Yeah, I just need to crop something because during that horrible lag spike, I kind of messed up the canvas on Photoshop.
Ninth, are you back? Ninth? And Matthias?
I'm back. Gotta get in
Here.
character.
I can't see anything, but I'm here. I'm probably in the wrong part of the map again.
Yeah, because your character is on the map. So that's your character?
There I am.
So the rest of y'all following?
Nope.
We've moved down.
Hellboy's probably talking to Ronnie at the elevator.
You know where Abe is right now?
Sorry, what did you say?
Asking Hellboy if he knows where Abe is right now. Have.
There's no reason I shouldn't know where he is, right?
No, he's probably in his tank or in the library.
Yeah, you know where she is. Probably in his tank somewhere. Just reading a book or listening to some music.
What's going on? Are you taking so long?
Who's this? Who's this? Oh, I need to change my color to red.
The Professor! Father.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Oh.
you can. If whenever you have the stream on, you can see how my PC is having problems because it's still trying to load the picture.
Oof.
I can see the picture.
Yeah, but on the stream you can't. But I said, it's my computer that's having problems.
Aww.
So it is actually better for me to just, open the picture in Windows and then drag it over to the other monitor. Not as epic, but yeah.
There we go. It's what we got to work with.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey, now it came up on Roll20 as well. So, Professor Broom. He sees you come in. Oh, there you are.
Hey, Father, I brought some friends. I hope you don't mind.
Really? You mean to tell me that you got along with someone?
Well, they didn't shoot at me. I didn't shoot at them.
That's what I was expecting.
So, I assume that you are the professor that I've heard so much about.
That is correct. My name is Trevor Brutenholm, but you can call me Mr. Broom or Professor Broom.
Ah, Mr. Broom, a pleasure. I am Rask, Christian Rask,
Pleasure to meet you.
and I put out a hand.
That was an intense hand. Let's try that
Very
again.
I poke Rask.
Suddenly,
So
you
he
just
can
like
introduce me.
yeah. And
burst out
I
into spontaneous dance.
I nod over towards Lissa. This is Lissa Abe. She's currently struggling with some sort of madness imposed by an eldritch being. Would love your help with that. Make sure it doesn't progress into something worse.
So she can't speak. That's the functional issue here.
Yes.
I see. Let's have a look. Come with me, my dear. Goes and finds some books, and goes up to this. I haven't added it to the map. There's like chairs and stuff up here. He's just down, and while he's that, just like asking you, trying to ask you what happened, and realizing like you can't speak, and then like examining you a bit. While he's doing that, Abe comes out and looks around the room. And is like, so how did the mission go?
I tell him like the same thing I told Squib.
You told him that Naz is missing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my. So suppose I could try and help out a bit, but not really my field of expertise. But I can do whatever I can.
Would really be appreciated.
And eventually, Nissa, Professor Broom just starts pouring a cup of tea while he's explaining some stories of like how gruesome stories of Lovecraft are, and how like eldritch horrors and stuff is scary, awful things. Oh yeah, thank you. And he says eventually he's poured like a cup of tea for himself, and he offers you a cup. Drink this. Yeah, it'll be good. You as a player are allowed to talk. Fusing. But yeah, so you take it and have a sip, and
It's cool, though.
yeah.
On point.
On point. uh, so you have a sip of the cup, and he explains that now the horrors of the Eldritch otherworldly are indeed frightening. But I believe that the thing you fought was none of those. What you fought was merely a created from the magical imagination of the creatures in the area. Toa, they have a special property to be able to manifest their dream. So I believe that what you fought was not really an elder god at all. Perhaps hated indeed, but more, how should I say, more less. Like, not as grandeur. And while indeed it may have had some lingering effects on your mind, I believe that most of it can be blamed on simply stress. He leans out and touches you carefully on your hand and asks you, like, tell me, has there been a lot going on recently? Stress, a lot of worry? You nod, yeah? And he says that, well, I think that all you need is just good night's rest. Feel free to stay here in the library and peruse the books if you wish. I'm sure you'll find something. And I'm sure your voice will return soon enough. Yeah. Stands up, gives you a pat on the shoulder as he goes down. And yeah, you do notice that all the books up here is like there's quite a lot of interesting looking books, and most of them are like really old. A lot of them are written by priests and monks and like Christian monks, like religious monks, not martial arts monks.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are written by those people, and so there's a lot of them seem to be books that, at first glance, you would guess are banned from like church and stuff because they're probably more about the truths. Like the fact that there is otherworldly entities and that demons are real and stuff like that, and like books on like how to deal with them, how to fight them, and historical accountings of such things, and stories of actual witch hunters and stuff like that, and not just the child-friendly version that normal people know of.
I think we've already done like a book search through here, haven't we? I've given you some books on Egyptians stuff here.
Not in this room. Not in
I think I did.
30.
Because I remember when we first got here, you also talked about the books, and I got some books on the on like an Egyptian pantheon book, and also like some. I think I got some Cthulhu like lore.
Yeah, I know you got a Cthulhu one because Abe gave that to you, but I didn't think you did any of your own personal ones here. But anyway, yeah, if that's the case, you probably have a couple, and you find some more now as well. That you find some books at least. And yes, there is one book which is you can clearly tell it's a copy. It's not an original, but it is the journal of the original Abraham Van Helsing.
Ooh.
Quickly find out, wasn't actually called that.
What was it called?
It's not written, but you clearly know that his name is not Van Helsing, and he doesn't really write his own name in his own journal. But you can clearly tell that, like, from just like skimming through it that that wasn't his name. That is a name that someone had given him later because they needed a name that sounded more like Germanic
Yeah.
to suit the area and the myths and the stories. They needed a local name, but you can quickly find out that that most likely isn't his real name.
What is? If we ask, what is his real name?
Yeah, that's what I said. He like you don't usually write your full name in your own journal,
Yeah, I know.
so
But
you
if I
can't
ask,
you can't actually find.
say if I ask this boy, because he seems to be
Abe.
knowledgeable about shit. Abe, yeah.
Yeah,
I look at the boy, because Rask is obviously fan of Van Helsing and all that jazz. So he just piques his interest and asks, Abe, is this real? Who wrote this?
Oh yes, that is the journal of a very, one could say famous, at least in our world, famous. Well, he got most credits for being a vampire hunter, but he did indeed hunt other stuff as well. He was a monster hunter like us.
I see.
Most myths and legends later of him have referred to him as Van Helsing. Not his real name.
Do you know what his real name is?
See, that is a long time since I have not quite remember. I think it might be Stewart or something.
Right. It's easy to get distracted with all these books and all this lore. Lisa, I know you can't speak, but we clearly need to. If there's nothing else, I will report on today's events later on, when I've had some time to relax, because this has been quite the journey. And thank you, Hellboy, for coming. I appreciate it. I guess it's fine time to see the American cavalry in its true form.
Yeah. Brings back memories. From, when was it? 40. Well, I was there for the whole part of it. I was pretty young back then, but around 40, 43, 45, 44.
Mm,
About that,
right.
He says, with you helping out our Ronnie with her mission, if that we should be able to assist you in yours.
Yes.
Now, I've spoken to your leadership as well, and if we come to an agreement that Direwolf here. I believe you have brought with you the Schuffstein glasses.
Yes. On permission
Yeah.
to rent it out.
Yes. We have come to an agreement that we are allowed to borrow your sunglasses in return. You will send Agent Ronnie with you on your return journey. So it might help you with some upgrades, I would say. He is better in the workshop field.
She's quite
And,
capable in the field as well, I must say.
so then you can imagine how good she is in the work.
Yes, indeed. I heard rumors that she made that spear Lisa has.
Indeed, is one of hers. I believe she can make more.
That would
So,
be very helpful.
and when push comes to shove and have a specific mission, I am sure we can then use of some of our field agents as well.
Thank you.
But know this, that we have our own problems here to deal with in America, and cannot send them for extended periods. So
That is
you-
understandable.
we shall be ready, and if you need us, you can call us in, but don't expect us to ground for months on end.
Are the Marvel films in this universe as well, like they are
No,
in
yeah,
this?
they are films. They are movies.
Right. So you're like Captain Marvel, I assume, coming in to save the day and flying out because other places need you as well. I understand.
Hey, the work we do is nothing like those prissy Too Good shoes on the television. When we go into action, things get bloody and messy and dirty and ugly.
Clearly. Now, we also have another issue to deal with, and that is of our missing friend. I had half assumed that he'd be sitting here, eating and having his feet up on the table or something, but that is obviously not the case. Would it be too remiss to ask for assistance in that matter as well?
Of course, that would be a common courtesy. Aim to help us and cost one of your aid. Of course, we would be willing to help you get him back.
Typical.
Now, Hellboy.
I mean, that's just what happens when you let, let him into the field. They just misplace her. Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, I know what you're gonna say, Father. It's you play
You
nice
could-
and all that.
You see, he just takes off his glasses and just looks at you.
Kinda
And how
starts-
many times have you been misplaced in front of camera?
you know. Yeah, that's just not fair, Father. I mean, they're, that window just happened to be there, and with the explosion happening, I just flew out. This thing's. Just ask Liz. She was there. She was there.
Broom-
Totally impossible to plan around.
Broom
I'm
turns
just like
back.
visibly looking away from Hellboy so he can't see
Yeah.
her.
The broom turns back to Brusk and Lissa and is like, you would not believe the size of our clean.
Oh, I will. We had an incident, in a museum where a tiny little method escaped, and it cost us all of our money we had
Yeah,
for the budget.
Listen. So yeah, something about museums, right? There's just something about the way they're built.
Yeah.
Yes. Either way, we're quite worried for our friend, so we would appreciate if this is done as soon as possible. I don't have any magic that can reach him. Do you? And looks at
You-
Abe.
Oh no, I only deal with the, shall we say, local psychic connection. I can feel emotions and vibrations, but not beyond our realm.
Right, I see. Anybody then that you can think?
Broom
Can I
says,
do like a network roll or something? Like maybe somebody at the American BPRD knows somebody.
I mean, they do have people who are more on that note, but no, because you don't have him. I don't even remember his name now. Let's say you do have it, because that would just be fun.
Kraus.
No, you don't have Klaus. You
No,
wouldn't know that either.
He's
but,
German.
Herman von Klemt.
Mhm.
Herman. We would probably suggest Herman.
I suggest Herman.
Yes. That Broom is like. Last time you spoke to him, you almost killed him. Don't think I would send you, but he is could try. Turns back to Rusk and this, and then Herman von Klemt. He was a Nazi scientist.
He's a glasshole, but he knows a lot.
Indeed, he is literally a head in a jar.
Right. That is
Uh,
new.
Kept alive by his science, but he has vast knowledges of the otherworldly. His connection to Rasputin, but
Wait, what? Rasputin?
yes, still alive and kicking, I'm afraid. Have not yet managed to catch him.
Okay. Yes, of course, Rasputin is real and is probably quite magical. Of course, yes. Should have known. Right. Can you get a hold of him?
As I told you, we have our own problems to deal with.
Yeah.
Well, von Klemt is currently taken prisoner. I
Uh-huh.
say prisoner, but I mean more like put on a shelf in a room that no one remembers. He's, after all, a head in a jar.
Yes, one does tend to lose those in the mess of a house. Yeah, clearly.
He does know a lot, and I can ask for you, but I'm afraid even though we have a healthy working relationship, I cannot let you down into that. Gadi. So
All right.
I suggest you all stay the night and rest and relax. Cover for
Okay.
your arduous journey while I will get back to you in the morrow before you leave.
Yes, that sounds like a plan. I could really use some time off right now. And also, we need to speak. And then he looks to Lissa. Metaphorically, that is, of course, I will be reading your mind. Because of your
Hellboy?
situation.
May I ask, why are you still here? Your mission is complete, and I believe you are 10 minutes late for date with Liz.
Oh fuck! Ah! Shit.
Just shake my head. Like, someone seems to be able to keep a private life aside from work. I've certainly not been able to.
Abe just says, actually, she's a work colleague of sorts.
Right. Very well. Same rooms as last time, I assume. Ronnie, I'm assuming you'll be coming with us when we leave for back to Britain, right?
Yes, for now.
Alright, I see. Well, I guess we'll speak to you later then. I need to... Yes, rest for now.
So,
Liz,
I need to be. I hate to be indelicate about this, but I don't think Liz is going to be sleeping in her room.
that depends how late Hellboy is. No, but she's not back. If you like, you can easily enough find this out. We're kind of in the storyline where she leaves the BPRD, so she's not actually living here right now. Because it was too much, but she's getting back into it, which is why she started dating Hellboy again.
Tisk tisk. Okay, so yeah, I tell Lissa to come with me, and we go to the room. Or at least I do.
He sort of claps Lissa on the shoulder as well, and waves to her when she goes.
He takes up his smartwatch, sets the timer to 10 minutes, presses enter, and casts Detect Thoughts. and looks towards Lyssa and say, "We have 10 minutes. What do you want to say?" You're muted, I think. Yes, you're muted. You've actually muted yourself.
Yes, I did.
All right. So yeah, what did you say?
Okay, I look at you, and well, the door's probably closed.
Yeah.
And I will think, okay, first things first. Do you know exactly what happened to you? Because I need to know how much you know.
What do you mean happened to me?
I mean, happened to you when you glowed gold and went back into the cave.
Hang on. So, but this is player speaking. Does Vrask even know that he actually glowed gold? Because you don't really pay attention to yourself in the middle of a fight with an elder god.
Oh boy.
No, I mean you probably don't actually because you.
Because I just felt the same as the armor of
you
Agathis normally.
felt, you probably felt like the warm tingle of a divine connection combined with the chills on your arm from the armor.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it was like, yes, it was stronger than a normal. And yes, you probably noticed something was off with it. But you're like, in the heat of the moment, you don't have time to study it.
Basically, what I'm assuming is I felt definitely more connected to Nefertum than I've ever done.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because my skin was golden, because that didn't really phase him. So he kind of just looks at you kind of quizzically and says, "I had a stronger connection with Nefertum than I ever had.
Stronger is a word.
But I don't necessarily understand what you're referring to. You've seen me use magic before. This was nothing new."
Yes, sit down, okay? And I gently push you to sit down on one of the beds.
Mm-hmm.
And I sit down as well. I wished I could have had this conversation with you when I could actually talk. And I really wish I could have a conversation with Nefertum. Because what the fuck, Nefertum? And I look at you when I say that.
Roll. Actually, no, you don't need to roll.
If
you notice that you can whisper now.
Oh.
I look at you as you say that, and I say,
started to get your voice back.
Huh.
I say, if you want, I can call Zara to us. She might be able to convey the message in some way.
Okay, I nod.
I snap my fingers, and Zara appears on my shoulders. I use the action to call her forth from her interdimensional space, and she appears on my shoulder, visible.
I hold my hand out.
She jumps on your hand. Oh, I dragged her out myself. I'm just gonna. And she touches like because she's small, right? So she kind of fits quite perfectly, like in your hand, standing.
Yeah, tiny.
Yeah, exactly. But she kind of kneels down and touches your palm to hers, and then she looks up and sort of nods. And and Vrask says, "What did you want to say?"
That what Nefertum did isn't going to go away.
Explain.
I need DM. I'm sure about what this is, right? Like what I was thinking.
I don't know.
DM.
What you're thinking,
Yeah.
you're thinking.
Okay. I need to have a conversation with Nefertum, but you just gained a very deep connection with him.
What do you mean gained?
You let him... What did he... When you went back in and you felt the deeper connection with him, did you hear him talk to you?
I wish. No, I did not. I simply felt the calling of destiny, as I sometimes do. It was a sign. I acted upon it. And, well, here we are.
Yeah.
But let me try something. I take Zara in my hand, and I cast Armor of Agathis as a 4th level spell. And I basically try to channel like it into her so that like connecting. Basically, I'm trying to input a telephone into like the line to see if I can like get a connection through her. see if I can get a two-way communications established here.
Zara is just like looks at you really strangely and is like, what are you trying to do?
We need to talk to him. Your
It's-
only connection.
I was
Well-
sent from him. I am not a connection to him. Suddenly Zara is
I like it. Continue.
she's a fae, I mean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll go when we get back to England. We'll go and meet with him because I need to talk to him.
Right, but
But-
you still not explained what you mean. What do you mean with connection?
I mean the same kind of connection I used to have with Sekhmet.
Used to have. Do you mean when you were the avatar?
Yes.
Are you saying that I am an avatar of
I'm,
Nefertim?
I'm saying it's a very high possibility. So you need to not tell anyone about this. Because if
Ah, fuck.
he finds out about you still having that connection,
Yeah, I know that's bad.
same ritual can be used on you.
Yeah. I realize this.
So don't
he he
either
stands up.
no, don't directly and don't hint towards it either, because this is really
I'm sorry, but
sensitive.
how would I hint towards it?
I mean, you do go around talking about Destiny the whole time.
Yes, exactly. Business
Yeah.
as usual.
I give you a look.
Trust me, if I were to suddenly turn on a coin and say that I'm nothing usual, then it would reek.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but just don't specify. And I mean, also the whole thing going around saying we're going to kill the first vampire is probably not the best idea either.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry, but this is just having me very
Wait.
high strung, and me being mute is also not a very good thing, and I'm kind of stressing out, and we're not finding Nas, and I don't know what to
Right.
do, and I'm really, really freaking
5 minutes remaining, by the way.
whatever. And I need to talk to with Nefertem, and I haven't been, even though I should have gone back, but I didn't. And I'm sorry, Nefertem, and I'm looking towards Rasmus saying this. It's been hard, okay?
All right. He takes a hand on your shoulder, gives you bardic inspiration as he kind of looks at you with like a kind of tenderness that normally Rask doesn't see. Normally he's got like this cockish, boyish charm, but now that kind of veneer is dropped a little bit, and he just looks at you with like a tender sort of blank smile, and says, don't worry, Lisa. We're going to figure it out. I'm sure nothing's going to be changing whatsoever. All right? But you have to understand, this now is... If Nefertim is so directly involved as you state, what sort of relationship does he have to Sekhmet?
Well, don't you know your Egyptian mythology?
Well, it's mythology for a reason. I don't know what's actually real, all right?
Well, only he can tell us what the truth is, since I don't I don't really remember it. But I need to talk to him. And I lean a little bit forward so that my forehead is kind of leaning into Vraska's chest. And I'm
Mhm.
breathing out like slowly, because you can see I've been very high strung and very on edge for the past couple of hours.
Yeah. As you do, he kind of takes a hand around you and whispers, "It'll all be all right. We walk on the path of the divine now." And then I use healing word so that my words not only comfort you but also heal you.
You don't see my face and I don't answer, but I keep staying in the half hug position
Yeah.
for a little bit.
You notice that Rask is kind of a bit motionless at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sort of been staring at the wall for a bit after he said that. And he shakes his head after like a minute's passed. And he sort of pushes you a bit away and says, is there anything more? We don't have much time left. 2 minutes now.
I need to talk to Nefertem. Before that, I can't really give you much detail.
Why aren't you telling me everything?
It's not that I'm not telling you, but it's just, I don't remember a lot of the things of who I used to be. But my first life, I was an avatar, I was divine, and I became mortal. And the ramifications of if this is true, you are a mortal that become divine. That is very big, okay?
Look,
And
yeah, you're making quite a lot of assumptions here, Lisa, alright?
I'm making a lot.
I was
It-
not supposed to be going that way. I was supposed to be the man with the gun who shot the betrayer. That is quite simple. Let's keep it that way. We are finding the vampire, the one that did this to you, and I am shooting him. Alright? Let's keep it simple.
I put a hand on the side of his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
It's never simple. Not when it comes to gods, but I think you're right, we'll get through this. And I take a step back.
Sarah seems like she's trying to get your attention.
I kind of just look at her and just nod upwards and communicate telepathically.
You know, I could go out and try and look for some bridges, like to the Feywild. There might be some more here. I mean, England's not the only place connected to other worlds.
Alright, we've strengthened our connection enough to where you can travel quite far without me. You do your thing, Zara.
He zips off.
Mm-hmm. As she leaves, I kind of step a bit closer and I say, alright, Sarah's gone out to try and find some connection to the Feywild. Perhaps we can use that to get, there. And then the detect thoughts drops.
Mm-hmm.
Just hold out. We'll find a way.
I give a nod, slow nod, and then I clap in him twice on the shoulder, and then I walk out to the room I've been rented
Mm-hmm.
for the night. And I sit on the bed for a while, thinking before I end up going to sleep in the end.
I take my earbuds in and put a song on my phone. I put on Cats in a Cradle as I continuously try to send a ping to Naz's phone and just kind of lay down, slump on the bed.
You just get back. The number you're trying to call is currently unavailable.
Beep! And then trying to call again.
Yeah, let's see. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Okay, so I haven't prepared much more, but I think I can at least give you an intro to the next mission.
Okay.
Before we stop. So yeah, the next morning, you are asked to join Room and Hellboy and Abe in the library.
Yeah.
Before we do the next mission, would it be okay if during the off hours Ronnie had picked up a gun from the armory? I can pay the
Yeah.
DM if you'd like.
Yeah, that's fine. There you go.
Is it fine if the gun basically just has the same stats as the one that I borrowed?
I can fix it because Rusk has a bit more impact
Okay.
on his because he has a revolver, not a.
If you could fix the stats so they are appropriate ones, I would really appreciate that.
Yeah, I can do that.
Mostly just don't want to fuss around with the gun that much.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
that's fine.
have something vaguely ranged.
Then Broom sees you all come and come into the room and it's like, thank you for coming. Looks at his watch. Abe,
Can I speak
you're so
again?
kind. You can speak, not loudly, but you have got your voice back now. You can. It's like it's now. It's just like imagine if you have had a really sore throat. Like it's uncomfortable to talk, but you can talk if you have.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of how it is now.
Oh, this is annoying. I say as I go in. And I see Ronnie. Hi.
I'm glad you have your voice back, at least somewhat.
Ah, there he is. Boy.
Sorry, that was late.
We have a potential new mission for our partnership. We discovered a pixie of sorts trying to enter here last night and claimed to be an associate of yours, Agent Rask, and well, we believed her, so she turned to you, but not before she told me what she was doing. And it seems that she did indeed find some entrance to Feywild. And this is where our partnership comes into picture, because we have been searching for such an entrance ourselves. And we would very much like to do a joint effort to venture forth and make contact, shall we say.
Don't eat anything there.
Yeah. Of course, yes. But we do have a private matter that we need to attend to there. If that doesn't bother you.
By all means, we simply wish to open the door together, and what we do at the location is up to each of us.
Alright, sounds good enough. Yeah, it's
Think of it like they call it here, the carpooling.
Ha! Quite, yes, we're carpooling to the Feywild. Perfect.
So Zara managed to, or familiar Zara managed to locate that there is a connection somewhere in Brooklyn, in New York.
In Brooklyn.
Oh.
My, Sarah, you've been busy. Alright then.
We would be sending Abe and Hellboy and possibly Liz if she's up for it.
Right?
Oh, what?
So your
So Liz
team?
is coming? That's great news. I
Yes,
can't
she
wait
did.
to tell her.
She did express interest in helping out with some of the less risky assignments, as long as you don't go blowing things up, Hellboy.
She's fine with that.
I look
You all
towards Hellboy and go,
Yeah.
Feywild won't be.
You all see Abe just like lifts up his finger and is about to say something about blowing things up, and then he just changes his mind.
Annie is just like very subtly shaking her head at the idea that Liz is okay with the explosions.
Yeah, Ronnie, you know what Abe was wanting to point out, and that is that it was Liz that caused the last explosion. So you know this. And Broom says, indeed, and while you on your own, Vrask, can probably manage to find gate, door, whatever it is, to the Feywild on your own with your familiar, I would like you to let my agents attempt first. This is what the Schuffstein glasses are for. Would like to test them out and see if they do indeed work. If not, feel free to lead the way.
Yeah. Yes, of course. No, why would I take away from the fun of testing out a new toy?
Excellent.
But how are we on the whole finding our friend thing? Because I have not heard anything from it.
This is
yet.
where my proposition comes into play. If rumor is correct, the entrance to the Feywild in Brooklyn is connected directly to somewhere called the Troll Market. Or, as you also put it, just a shopping center for supernaturals. I'm
Fantastic.
sure if there's anyone or any magic item or anything that could help in locating your friend, that would be right.
Right. Okay then. Sounds like we
Now,
have a deal.
in exchange, we would like you simply to take notes on what you find there. Abe's hands are not exactly designed for writing very efficiently, and Hellboy could care less.
He
All
kind
right,
of
then.
shrugs with his one giant hands, and then he hides a bear behind his back.
Yeah. No, all I ask is that you take notes for me on what kind of things are there.
Of course. I'm sure we're able to do so.
Excellent. Yeah. We have a helicopter, troop transport, large enough to transport all of you. Send you to New York, just outside the city, and we'll have a truck awaiting you to drive you to Brooklyn.
Right. Before we leave, I had an order made for some armor. They were supposed to send it over. Has it arrived by any chance?
Oh yeah, your suit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I believe it has.
Excellent. I'm a bit too tired of taking hits directly. Walking around with an actual suit has been quite tactical misdemeanor, so.
I will speak to Agent Manning and have your suit ready for you within the hour.
Great!
Can't take a hit. Maybe you're in the long line of work, buddy.
Yeah, well, I've been asking myself that for quite a while now. But, forwards, always forwards.
Right, Morty. Yeah, so after, like, just prepping for the mission, basically everyone picking up their gear and stuff and loading it into boxes. You get your suit.
Yeah.
Anybody
well,
seen Manning, by the way? He promised me some cigars if I wasn't seen on my next mission. I technically wasn't seen on the last mission.
Because everyone was dead.
Yeah, but I wasn't seen, right?
Yes, you were not seen.
Exactly.
So what does the armor actually do?
Yeah, let's get back to that. Yeah, you have the suit and you have a intro to what next session will be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Yay.
Bit shorter than usual, but that's nice every now and then as well.
Yep.
But I want to talk to Nefertam.
I know you do, but hopefully next session you can because you're going to play wild. Before I will talk about what it does.
Yep.
But first, let's you can do XP off screen as well.
Yep.
So yeah, that was today's session. Thank you all for watching, and see ya in 2 weeks.
See ya.
See y'all.